So remember the whole Russian collusion fiasco, and one of the bases for it was, listen, the Russians spent $100,000 on Facebook ads in like Wisconsin or something. That was it.
Yeah.
100,000. You're like, wow. So the Russians can alter an election and get a president like Donald Trump elected with only $100,000 in Wisconsin? Woo, man, that should be a template going forward for the GOP. Spend $100,000 in a swing state, you can flip an election. Why didn't we think of that? But you notice when other people spend money in swing states to get Democrats elected, did you notice nobody seems to give a flying? Did you notice that? Washington Examiner, Paul Bedard has a story, be in my newsletter today, about Zuckerbucks. Remember Zuckerbucks? Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
Dumping a whole boatload of money into swing states and specifically locations that voted for Joe Biden. Here's a headline. 2020 Zuckerbucks dumped in 8 states. 90% of the money went to Biden counties. Here's a tweet by Claudia Tenney. Claudia Tenney, she's a congresswoman right now. She shows a side-by-side comparison showing the dramatic difference between how the CTCL funneled the Zuckerbucks to these Democratic-leading counties to drive up turnout, while underinvesting in counties likely to break for Trump. Look at the difference, folks. Texas Democrat County, 34 million. GOP County, 2 million. Ohio, another swing state, 4.7 million to 3.7 million. Nevada, 2.6 million into swing counties, 0 to GOP counties. All Zuckerbucks. Minnesota, 7 million. GOP county, just 60,000. Georgia, 42,000 to 42 million, to 3 million. Here's the last one. Florida has more in there. You can check it out, the article yourself. It's embedded in there in that piece. 14 million in Florida for the Democrat counties, 1 million in the GOP counties. I need an investigation into this. You need an investigation into this. America needs an investigation into this. Why? Can you please explain to me with a straight face how it is that you rested your entire Russian collusion hoax, right, on Russia spending $100,000 on Facebook ads in some swing state, right? But now you're talking about tens of millions of dollars in turnout operations invested almost exclusively in Democrat-leading counties that voted for Joe Biden. And you're suggesting to me that it was the Republicans. It was the Republicans who interfered in an election?
You'll get nothing and like it.
You're darn right, Judge Smales. And I still haven't seen Caddyshack, by the way, just to know. Or The Godfather, which is a disgrace. Either one of them. I get a lot of emails, but since I admitted it, I'd never seen, I know Judge Smales only from the Smales exhortation. You will get nothing, and you'll like it. I'd like to see an investigation into that. I'd like to have Mark Zuckerberg up there or Facebook answering questions about the CTCL and why they donated all that money to these specific counties. What was it? Was it an effort to juice Democratic-only turnout? If that were the case, why wasn't this declared a political donation? Was it? How did this work out exactly? And I'd like them to explain how Russia got Donald Trump in the White House with $100,000 in Wisconsin, but Mark Zuckerberg didn't get Biden in the White House with tens of millions in swing counties. I'd like you to explain that. That would be quite fascinating.
You just heard the Dan Bongino Show.